Alright, we're back. Sorry about the drop. I have concerns about the efficacy of the fix. My internet provider. On one hand, things have been much better. On the other hand, we've had these sudden and total drops. So... try another proving ground. Play around with one of these. Oh yeah, and while I'm thinking about it, I want to change my weapons. Kimberly, thank you for the heads up. Got the stream drop. I'm glad it was during a break. We are back up, right? Someone let me know if we are back up. Por favor. Arsenal, dueling pistols. I like the musket. I've been getting used to the war machete. Slash for the machete is kind of nice. We're back up. Sweet, thank you. Glad to be back up. All copacetic here. This one's fun, and you know, we're going through it much more quickly than planned. It sounds like if by some chance we finish this today, maybe we'll just play Transistor right after it, which wasn't my plan. I thought play Bastion and Transistor another time, but if we go through this all in one shot, then that screws up my original plan, and that might work. Jawson Bog rests somewhere in this fetid, overgrown marsh known for driving men mad.
The less said about Jawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
3 hours. We had a stream drop, Procyon, during the break, during our halfway point. What a weirdly, strangely... acceptable time to have a stream drop. Is there such a thing? Anyways, 3 hours left, and we're going to Jawson Bog to collect shards rather than cores. We were getting cores, but now we're looking for shards. We've got to repair the monument.
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog.
Jawson Bog.
You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid.
You did,
and
Ford.
I won't be able to guide you back.
Welcome. We were on break. We had a crash. It was a good time for a break. We're back. We may be about halfway through the game. We are halfway through the stream.
Him go. What else could I do?
What else could you do?
What could any of us do?
Not yet. But check out the games list. I encourage everyone who's curious about what we've played, haven't played, check out the games list. You can see what we have played. From there, it'll link you through to the backlog if you want to see other things that I haven't played. Oh no, this is my first time playing Bastion, and we've not played Transistor. I have
Zolf
not
put
played
us in a real
Transistor.
bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
Okay. That again.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Smaller doses. Core's medicine. Daddy needs his medicine now.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds.
What?
This place is intoxicating.
Intoxicating. The wild unknown span much of the continent, tempting the city with its riches and
Don't know
mystery.
where he's gone. Might be gone for good, for all I know.
Prosper Bluff. This song.
Wherever he is.
So the other one. The other side.
Somewhere I never want to go.
We're gonna need a path. Oh, siren.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. That a survivor?
Just
No,
sort of.
ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Seem to be moving differently. The warping.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much?
Carl!
I'm Zolf of Miura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
They're beautiful. Heffalumps and woozles. Oh!
There's no way out.
Oh, he got smoked. Kid got smoked. By a crazy frog and Seymour from Little Shop.
Kid can't fall, no matter how hard he tries.
Search trees. Let's backtrack. Something up there? Bet there was. I didn't see it though. Let's go back. Okay, what's up there? That's never mind. This way. Just okay. I didn't push up against it. It was right there.
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Oh, hi, friendly plants. Saloon.
Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out. He's a petty thief. Kid succeeds where the calamity failed.
About that. So we're back in the first level? Or one of? That was Ash. This was the first guy
Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender? Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one.
This was the beginning.
Now here's a kid whose whole world's all right, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone.
Pith plushie.
He sees what's left of his lifelong friend.
Himself. What?
His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone.
Ordinary campsite. Big ore. Pack ore. Did something. More ore? Did I take more ore? Place wood, took wood, place wood. Making a camp.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
The bog was intoxicated.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. Disgusting things. Ever heard of a lung blossom?
Well, I have now.
It's bigger than the stories say.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The breath on that
How about
thing,
whoa?
like a scumbag sprung a leak. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind.
Oh my god! What the... Kill them all! What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't know what's going on anymore! I love the music!
Well, the kid prunes it
Yeah!
somehow.
We got him!
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
Yeah, let's not speak of that again.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that,
The
and
dark
we'll be back
crystal.
in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
Revisiting levels to find shards. Leveled, we get another spirit. Crit chance, stray fragments. Better crit chance when her health is low. Speed while defending. Damage using secret skills. Whale ale!
Now, whale ale ain't made from real whale, but it'll make you strong like one.
Let's go.
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these
upgrades.
places.
Upgrades. Access to potent spirits from the private reserve. Oh, we have to decide what we're upgrading here. High squirt. Arsenal. Trapper's snare, a powerful secret skill. True Forge. 2 additional upgrade tiers unlocking the full potential of each weapon. True Shrine grants access to new idols to the most elusive members of the Pantheon. The True Lost and Found grants access to additional inventory, including new spirits, and the True Memorial grants access to a variety of new vigils in remembrance of the calamity. Lost and Found.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Scrap musket skill. Dueling pistols, a material for certain weapon. Pistols for fang repeaters, certain weapon, breaker's bow, sail hammer, certain weapon, bullhead shield. Damage resistance. Retaliate when injured. 5% chance to turn zealous after defeating a foe, while zealous gain 200% damage for 3 seconds. Gain some health by striking foes. Side effect. Health tonic potency goes down, way down. Ender mead. Gain some health by counter blocking with the shield. Foes shall gain resilience to physical harm. Idle. Oh, we can purchase another idle. Well, alright. Fine. I don't want anything I just unlocked, but something burnt, something nasty, something stringy, something foul, something wrong, something heavy, something next.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Rothus Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten. Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon.
Ankle gators.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about.
Sneaky decoy.
They move quick and quiet.
Ah. Man, look at the sneaky decoy. Pretty cool looking.
These beasts, they don't like company.
evasion is terrible with them so far. Sneaky decoy. I see you.
Even the brushers learn to fear this place.
Thought it was my slash attack. I don't think we fooled the big bird too much. Timing. He's got my number right now.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well,
Whoa!
they ain't.
They
One of
ain't
them's been living in the
extinct.
tall grass. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
I like shiny things. Shit, I keep trying to use my slash attack, which I don't have anymore. I have the decoy instead.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed.
Tripping again.
Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools.
Not be harmed yet. Alright, we need the proper tools. Something nasty. An upgrade for the Fang Repeater.
Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out
Oh.
of Queen Anne's way.
Probably something nasty that is not precisely what we need. We need something else. We don't want to use the Fang Repeater.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap.
Ah!
One bad step in that tall grass, and he's Queen Anne's lunch.
Already something's lunch.
That's ankle gator
Whoa.
country for you.
I switch. I want to switch it now. I'll wait for it to pop out. It goes right back in though. Is this the way to go? No. Yes. No.
Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options.
Okay, we just had to kill everything.
He takes off
Progress.
after her.
Progress any further.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
She get me. She did.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around.
Is that part of our key to defeating her?
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen.
Something pointy. Shard. Probably need to defeat her before we can. We can. Just break the wall. Is there something more up here? We came up here.
Queen's got one mean bite.
Alright, now, where do we go?
Still no sign of the shard.
Change that. Say. Here. Oh, what's over there? We can't just cut through. Alright, any thoughts? Got the arsenal. Got a barrier or something behind it, maybe a new weapon. Hey, Chronic, welcome back. Hey! Got the barrier there, and there's our shard. We need something to injure her with, and we've got an egg now, but that's, you know, how does that work? Injure her with an egg, are we? Clearly missed something. I clearly missed something. Why I'm still looking around.
Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait.
Shit.
The shard's sitting in plain view. He's got it, and now to finish her off. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go.
Trap would be nice.
They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. She's starting to get annoyed.
Damn. It's really bad.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers. Kids done what needed to be done.
What needed to be done.
Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
Worth it. An ankle gator egg? Do you think an ankle gator could be tamed?
That gator's a crazy gal. But so is the gal who promised to look after her.
Ankle gator, come!
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Stay.
Come on, give the little tyke a break.
Potent spirits.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Damage from falling. Black tonic capacity. Survive an attack that would have brought defeat. Black rye.
Black rye is like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
Point Lemaine.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep. Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Got a new gun? An army carbine. What do we
Kid
have
might
here?
as well pick up where they left off. Blam. Just like my fighting days. A gun
Blam.
like that can even put the wilds in check.
Blam blam!
Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine, not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but I can give the kid a lift. Just as long as it can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand rails all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out.
This is pretty cool. Right here.
Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they owned the place.
Keep on picking.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, but with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that. Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rails seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Ceylonian War. It was right here that Zulf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
Oh, can't walk out on that.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine
Never
registered
occurred to
army
me.
carbine. While choking on swamp weed.
It's a first for
Peckers trying
me.
to prick you in the eye.
What can I say?
Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Yeah, it is. What you going on about? Something fancy for the Army Carbine.
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zulf. Turns out he's wrong.
Not Zulf.
This is for you, says the man. Then wham. When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there.
Sealed note. Letter addressed to Zia. Appears to be written by Zulf, who must have found another Ura survivor to deliver the message. Maybe Zulf taught Zia enough of their native language to be able to read this.
The only words kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do?
What's a kid to do?
He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
The Ura once used mighty battering rams in an attempt to smash the rippling walls.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Does it?
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
Well, this fascinating stockpot.
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Oh. Gonna work later. Trapper's Snare, a powerful secret skill.
The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
Instantly springs open to immobilize foes in the user's vicinity. Traps Trappers relied on this for hunts that didn't go as planned. I like my attack.
Machete and carbine still go well together, just like in the war.
There we go. Stockpot.
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Next stop, who knows where?
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
Hey, it's...
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard him once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
Triggers. Beat a foe with a single power shot from an extreme range. Oh, so now it's like quick shot or something. What's I'm confused. It's no longer... There it goes. You're annoying as hell! You know that?
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura traitor.
You can never
selling
be like
out
the
the
other
city.
girls.
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Gators! Quad.
The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to be named for the terminals.
HC. Speak for yourself. 10 remain. Oh, we're fracked. 10 remain.
When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
Yeah. Voice actor. So good. Oh, man.
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Fuck you, birdies! Oh god, birdies suck.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals.
Oh, that didn't work very well.
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Ah! It's getting feisty.
Well, you know how it goes.
One chance left between two worlds. Oh, come on, you fuckers! This is not fun. Did you guys get bent? You there, misbehave?
Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
Done. Five remain. This song is so good. Hey, Drewski.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazzle terminals.
Oh my god! No!
Well,
I digress. Back to Bastion. Let's keep going. This is pretty wicked, though. Those memories, recollections. All right. Full game. Here. Oh, it's the top of the shrine.
The shards are getting
playthrough?
harder
Yeah.
to find.
Shard detected. Colford Cauldron.
No risk of Colford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong. Not everything blew up in the Calamity. Why Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock.
Changing up the blunderbuss. Back to the musket, but I didn't.
If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
It's getting tougher. Oh man. Damage coming in from everywhere.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
Hold it together!
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron.
Fire bellows.
That learning led to some interesting inventions.
Whoa, it's a flamethrower!
The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Oh, man.
Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you?
But you're trolling me. You give me a weapon that can't there we go. Can't reach the platform. Put me next to. Power grid still having issues. Chronic, I saw one of your pictures at least. I'm really glad you're doing all right. Power grid's gonna have issues for a while, isn't it?
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Just getting started. Oh, I can block those birdies. That's a good way to counter the birdies when they charge you. You can counter them. You can counter the charge.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The taste of air is so hot it sticks to your lungs.
I don't know about this level. But want to see what I'm doing? Hey, I have no traditional weapons to work with right now because flamethrower, which is cool, but yeah.
You can cook those things, but you can't eat them.
Have you tried?
The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come. After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames, we saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there.
Oh, that's all.
Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from the Johnson Bog. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
Die!
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Pops open on him like a pimple on a school day. It's awful hot in there.
Oh! Correct.
Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell.
And he jumps off to oblige them.
Kid don't shed any tears for him, though.
I don't have a special attack because they switched my weapon on me. Fuck.
With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the
I don't know,
inside of a
Chronic.
chimney.
Squeaky wheel gets the oil. Is he going too far? Just being appropriately persistent. Army carbine. At a distance, it's great. It's powerful. I like that. Let's see what we can do to upgrade it. Thing that goes with it?
When one type of firepower ain't enough, there's always the carbine and the bellows. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
Forge. Full potential of each weapon unlocked.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Fancy for the army carbine. Bullets cause knockback or 30% speed while
That's the
aiming.
way to
Go,
make
go,
every
go!
shot count.
Oh, yeah. 30% speed while aiming. Fire bellows, fuel, or flame spread wider.
At least it won't get cold round here with that thing around.
Carbine. Oh, we had another. Damage or aiming speed 50% or 35% damage. Let's
Even
mix it
the
up.
army
Let's get
never
some
issued
damage.
carbines in such fine shape.
Hey, Morgan's Fist. How you doing?
We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
Welcome, welcome. Here too? You spotted what now? Yard detected, Mount Zan.
Not much left of Mount Zan nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break.
Lunkheads are leaping territorial amphibians that wear stony eggshells on their heads for protection.
Can't rightly call Mount
Spotted
Zan
a
a
pecker.
mountain anymore.
A spotted pecker. Well, which is it?
There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
But I can't fight things we can't see. That's mean.
The beasts of Mount Zan go all out.
Alright, fine, but yeah. Let's see what's going on.
Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find.
Good, kid. It's good.
We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. Creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
Galleon mortar.
Even if the beasts of the wilds won't like it. What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
Memento. Alright, that's pretty good. I like that thing. Less so that thing. Hey, Mike. Got back from school. Welcome back, Mike. How you doing? The school's starting off.
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's gain, not just ours. Unfortunately,
man. This game is
there's no explaining that to a
lot of
simple
fun.
beast.
Perhaps going
Those
by more
beasts been
quickly
hard
than I
at work
expected.
fixing up the place.
But thoroughly enjoying it. You played Bastion, man?
They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square.
But
That's the way.
that's the way.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry.
You worry now.
Don't you worry.
Visit the Lost and Found to get secret skills.
We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete.
Is there a new patch for Undead Nightmare? What are you referring to? Undead Nightmare most
The
broken
monument's
game
getting better.
after the
Zolf
patch?
sure did a number on it, though.
Know how to use something like this fine gramophone?
Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier.
All right, if we use this here, it's not like the neighbors
Suppose it's
are
true,
gonna
a little
complain.
song can put things in perspective.
What was new? Something new? What was new in the arsenal? Upgrade
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Discover the lost mementos. Gain the required number of mementos.
The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
Shows surpassing skill with the army carbine.
The triggers. My brothers. Bravest men I ever knew. I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
Pike. There's the pike.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
Carbine. Special bullet lodges inside the target and explodes! Round on this device, but no one denied its effectiveness. Dueling pistols, pillows, mortar, materials. Something greasy. Those. Gain some health by striking foes. Pike? Throwing weapon.
To fix a
okay.
brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
Carbine gets faster reload.
It's no longer
yeah.
a weapon, it's a precision instrument.
Order, machete, axe cripple, more damage over time, or critical hit chance.
Points just don't get any sharper than
20%.
that.
Pecker nest. Birds can breed just about anywhere, can't they?
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
Yeah, what do you think of the pecker nest? You know if this egg's supposed to be making a muffled chirping sound?
We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Pet sitter, we got a birdie. Birdie buddy. Pecker. Hi, Pecker. I love playing with my pecker. Gramophone. Okay. Ah, there it goes.
Just a couple shards left. The
couple
quarry's
shards
gotta
left.
have one, right?
We're gonna take our probable last break here. Sounds like we're moving through the game. if we don't finish in the next 90 minutes, but we're really close, we could run a little over and finish. Not just intro bot. So what's that? Hopefully the stream continues to stay up. I don't know what happened during the last break. Roar! Okay. Worry when we return. Stay tuned. I'll see you back here in a few.